kindergarten. It's Thursday. We almost made it through another week far away from each other. You guys are doing great, and I'm really proud of you, and I miss you. And I can't wait for when we get to be in our classroom doing our regular stuff again. I think about that a lot. Let's go over our schedule for this Thursday. Usually Thursdays are the days that we don't leave class, remember? So we usually would do science or an art project. So maybe today do like some extra fun coloring or painting or like cutting and gluing. That would be super fun to do, I bet. So today's schedule, we're having our class meeting now. Then some morning work, literacy block, and math. Remember to do your name. I still haven't found my name. I don't know what I did with it, but I hope you're still practicing your name and your address. So when we come back together, you'll know those and I'll be super proud of you. Let's do our date today. Yesterday was Wednesday the 8th. What comes after 8? 9. We're gonna use our squeaky voice. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Today is Thursday, April 9th, 2020. Did you hear that I almost said October? That's kind of hilarious. That was a long, long time ago. Next, weather report. It is a little bit rainy at my house right now. And that is not awesome. I guess it is for the flowers and stuff, but I would like to be outside playing. So I checked off rainy for today. Remember, yours doesn't have to look just like mine. It might be doing something different at your house right now. So do whatever you see outside, put a little X next to it. Oh, mine kind of looks like stair steps now. All right, next up is morning work. All right, here we go, morning work. Next page is day 137. Write your name at the top. Yesterday we started doing the fill in the blank. We'll keep going with that. Let's start by looking at our sight words. To, in, is, you. First sentence, go, blank, sleep. Go to sleep, go in sleep, go is sleep, go you sleep. Which word makes sense? To, go to sleep. Do your grown-ups ever tell you that? I bet they do. They say, go to sleep. Sentence 2. Oh my goodness, this sentence is true. I miss blank. I miss in. I miss is. I miss you. Yep, it's this one. And it's definitely true. I miss you. Sentence 3. Let me blank the house. Let me in the house. Let me is the house. I think in makes more sense. Let me in the house. And our last sentence, number 4. She blank nice. Here's the answer. Is. She is nice. So down below, we'll need our pencil and our crayons again. We're gonna keep working on story bond, or number bonds, but we're gonna have a fun little story to go with it now. So over here, the directions say read this story and draw the objects. Use the number bond to solve, and then we'll write a number sentence down below. So it says, Emily had 3 orange fish. Let's do that first. There's Emily's 3 orange fish. And she had 2 blue fish. So take out your blue. Emily had 3 orange fish and 2 blue fish. We need to figure out how many fish she had in all. Let's use our number bond first. Remember how we make our parts? Our first part will be orange fish. How many orange fish? 3. Our next part will be blue fish. How many blue fish? 2. How many fish all together? 5. So our number bond is complete. Now we're going to figure out our number sentence. So our number sentence says blank plus blank equals blank. The first part of our number sentence is the first part of our number bond. So do you remember what we figured out first? We figured out orange fish. So how many orange fish? 3. Then we figured out how many blue fish. That was our second part. We're putting 3 and 2 together, so we're adding them. Then we figure out how many fish we had all together. That was our whole. We put our whole over here. What's our whole? 5. So our number sentence says 3 plus 2 equals 5. Next, let's look at this. Ben had 7 crayons. Let's make Ben's crayons pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pink crayons for Ben. And then his friend gave him 1 more. His friend gave him 1 black crayon. We need to figure out how many crayons Ben has now. So let's start by plugging in our parts. How many pink crayons did Ben start with? 7. How many black crayons did his friend give him? 1. How many crayons does Ben have all together? 8. Just like over here, we're going to plug these numbers in down below. Blank plus blank, those are our 2 parts. Our first part was 7, remember from up here? Our other part was the black crayons, that's 1. And then our whole goes over on this side. Our whole is 8. So when we say this number sentence, we can say 7 plus 1 equals 8. Nice job. Literacy block practice. Let's work on mystery words. We did one of these last week. Let's keep going, keep going. Wow, we've done a lot of things, haven't we? Here's mystery words. Mystery words. We did this last week. Let's do this one next. Write your name at the top. And let's start here. Remember from last time, we write down the beginning sound from each of these. So what is this? Monkey. And what does monkey start with? Ice cream starts with I. And xylophone starts with X. What word did we make? X. Mix. Let's look over here. This is a cow. What does cow start with? K. Next is an octopus. What does octopus start with? Ah. And this weird looking thing, at first I thought it was a carrot, but it's not. It's a tornado. What does tornado start with? T. So let's make these sounds. K, ah, t. Cot. Remember, we've talked about this in class before and looked at pictures. A cot is like a fold-up bed that you could take places with you. Down here, let's look at this. Rocket. What does rocket start with? Next is a unicorn. What does unicorn start with? U. And nose. What does nose start with? What word did we make? Run. And the last one, these are boots. What does boots start with? B. Next is an elephant. What does elephant start with? Eh. And last, this is a diamond. What does diamond start with? D. What word did we make? B-E-D. Bed. So we know mix, cot, run, bed. Nice job, kindergarten. And we've been doing other math activities, but we should get back to this. So today we're going to open and go through a whole bunch of pages. So remember how in class we practiced pinching a bunch and moving them? Because we want to get all the way up to page 93. 93 looks like this. It says, Lesson 19, problem set. So you can pause it right here if you need to. And we're gonna work on figuring out which set has fewer. Remember, fewer means there's less in it. So we need to figure out which one we have fewer of, ladybugs or leaves. So let's count the ladybugs first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 ladybugs. Can you remember that? Okay, now let's count the leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves. We're looking for the thing we have fewer of. Remember, fewer means less. Is 5 less than 7? Yes, it is. So we have fewer ladybugs. So we have to circle the ladybugs. Now it says, Draw more ladybugs so there are the same number of ladybugs as leaves. So do you remember how we did that before? We would connect one to the next so we could see how many are without. So we'll draw a line between the ladybugs and the leaves and then see how many ladybugs do we need to draw. 1, 2. So draw 2 ladybugs. Now, do we have the same number of ladybugs and leaves? Let's check. Let's draw a line between these now. Yes, we do. Now we have the same number of ladybugs and leaves. We have to do the same thing down here with these peaches and watermelon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 peaches. Now let's count the watermelon slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which is fewer? Peaches, there's 7, or watermelon slices that are 6? Which number is less, 7 or 6? 6 is, so let's circle the watermelon. All right, now draw more watermelon slices so that there are the same number of watermelon slices and peaches. So we'll do the same thing we did up here. Let's draw a line so we can see how many peaches don't have watermelon slices. There's 1 peach that needs a watermelon slice. And then draw a line. So now do we have the same number? Yes, just like that. All right, then down here it says draw suns and stars on the back, but we're gonna draw them right here. We have some room right here. And on the back, they always have that writing in the middle. So right here, we're gonna draw suns and stars, but it says draw fewer suns than stars. So I'm gonna draw I'm going to draw 4 suns. So how many stars would I need? It says I need fewer suns than stars. I think I'm going to draw 6 stars. Do I have fewer suns than stars? Yes, I do. So when you draw yours, they don't have to be the same number as mine here, but just make sure you have fewer suns than stars. Then we're going to look at this. Oh, this is a homework page. It says, draw another bird so there are the same numbers of birds as bird cages. So you can do that if you want. Draw another bird, maybe right here. So each bird has a cage. Then it says on the back, draw 5 dogs. That is a lot of dog drawing. If you want to do that, you can. Then it says draw dog houses. So there are fewer dog houses than dogs. You can do that too if you want. Then it says draw some bones. So there are the same number of bones as dogs. You can also do that on the back if you want. You don't have to. This is just an extra practice page if you want. Next, we're going to be looking at some of our dot cards. And let's do a little bit of karate chopping. You can kind of see through my dot cards to the next one, can't you? That's okay. All right. First, count how many dots we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 dots. Now, I see my karate chop right here. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here and 4 over here. I have 5 dots and 4 dots. But how many dots do I still have all together? 9. Let's look at this one. Let's count our dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give it a karate chop. I see my chop right here. How many do I have on each side? 6 and 3. But how many do I have all together? I still have 9. Let's look at this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give it a karate chop. I see my chop right here. How many do I have above? 8. And how many down below? 1. 8 and 1 make 9. All right, let's do one more. How about this one? Ooh, this one looks fun. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's give it a chop, maybe like right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 4 and 5 make 9. Nice job, kindergarten.